Hey guys, how are you today? It's Dee. I hope everything is going well with you. Today I have a video. I'm doing it a little bit differently today. I'm using my iPhone to record through StreamYard. So I'm streaming on StreamYard and I'm using my iPhone instead of my MacBook. So I just wanted to come on really quick and just give you guys the video. It seemed like I haven't been doing videos, but I have like once a week. But of course, I was doing them twice a week. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into that flow. So I wanted to not skip today, which is Tuesday, and just to bring you guys this. So what I'm doing today is going to just be a quick flip through of my reading journal from January to April. Um, yeah, so you guys be the judge. I'm gonna be honest, but I okay. Yeah, it's been a very interesting reading experience so far these past few months. So, if some of you have seen my previous book on my video on this reading journal, how I constructed it, and then the other one, um, yeah, I think I just did the one on constructing it and setting it up. So I will link those down in the description box. They should be available once I'm off the live. So this is just my reading journal for 2023. And as some of you know, I had a reading goal to for like the past 3 years. I've had a goal to read up to 52 books, but and it's pretty much the same this year, but I'll be happy if I can get to 55 books by December 31st. So this is just my book goal, my little cubbies I call it. So here, this is how far I've gotten, you guys. Okay, I know. It's sort of, yeah, it's sort of sad, but don't judge me, please. You know, I have some legit excuses, no. But so this is how far I've read. So I just put little stickers on it. So that's 9 books so far this year. And I Googled just before I got on here, what week are we in? And they said we're like in the 20th week. So in actuality, I should be about here. So that's all of these books that I would need to catch up on. I think I counted about 11 or so. But yeah, so we'll work on that. We'll deal with that a little later on. Okay, so we have that. So in January, you guys, I'll also link the TBR that I did for the first quarter reads. I'll link it here in the description box. So this was January, and I was on track. Woo! I started off January well, really, really nice. I was on it. Okay, so I read 4 books, and I'm not going to go over those because I'll. You could please watch that other um, video, and then you could see. And I told you a little bit about those. But this is in my journal where I started writing. You know, I like to write when I started. So I started this January 16th and I finished it on the 22nd. This was a great book. I loved it. I just haven't done all of in my reading journal, I have not put all of the information in the notes that I had. And at this point, I was thinking that I'm just going to go back and instead of taking the time to draw, because I can get really caught up in doing the drawings and the sketches and everything. So I was thinking about just using some magazines and different things, stickers to fill in those pages. And then I talked about this book already, A River of Darkness. And then this book was in the initial reads for the first quarter. Let me go back and check. I think that book, let me see. Yeah. So that was going to be a bonus read, the 12-week year. But I'm gonna be guys, I did not start that book until, oh my gosh, it wasn't in January. I didn't start it until I think it was like March, but maybe no, let's see, March. Yeah, like April, I probably started it. But I did read it, and then I made it was so good, guys. I need to really learn this method and check this out and do it, apply it to my life. So this one, it was 5 hours, 17 minutes long, and I read it on Audible. And let's see, but that's originally how many hours the book was, but I read it at the speed of 1.2 and 1.3. I switched interchangeable. So it only took me 4 hours, a little over 4 hours to read it or listen to it rather. So I made some great good notes on that. And then you guys, here is for February. So the books that I had in February were listed here. So I'm going to tell you, I did not for February. Okay, let me show you. I had put this little quote here because I don't think I had this in on my other when I set it up. Quote, my dear, I don't give a damn. And that's from Gone with the Wind. And then I put a little sticker here. It says, you go, girl. Yeah, so I thought that was just cute. It really doesn't have anything to do with writing, but I liked it anyway. And so these books, the Davenports, the Harlem Shuffle, Attention, and the Compound Effect, you see, I scratched that one off because it didn't make the cut. But for February, I I also had this one. Yeah, so Shut Up and Read was the first one that I was going to read for February, and I had that one written down here. So shut up and write the book. I said shut up and read. My bad. I meant shut up and write the book. So I did. I showed you guys in the other video. So here's the book, and I was being naughty and carrying it around with me a lot. And this is what happens to my pages. I do not like when I do that. I should have covered it. But I'm going to tell you guys, I did have not completely finished that book. I don't know what it was. It was excellent information, excellent writing by Jenna Morrissey. Morrissey, I think I always mess her name up, I'm sure. But I think what it is, don't y'all laugh either. I just had to go get some spectacles. And I haven't even gotten the prescription filled yet. But I think I've gotten used to now just listening to a lot of books. And so when it's time for me to sit down and actually put my eyeballs to the pages and read, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. And it shouldn't be like that. Because I read all day. I read things online. I read while I'm at work. So I don't know what the issue is, but so this one, I'm going to have to add it to, I'm going to have to get through it and finish it and probably in May or June. All right. So I'm going to have a lot of time in June so I can finish and catch up on a lot of these books. I'll tell you, my plan is by the end of the year to have all my books accounted for. The 52, especially, mainly the 52. But if I can make it to 55, that would be so awesome. Okay, so let's see. Like I said, I scratched this one out. This one, I was so hyped to get this book. I had seen it. It kept popping up in my feeds. The Davenports by Crystal Marquise. And I actually purchased it. It was released January. And so they sent it to me like, I think I got it maybe by February. I can't remember. Isn't it pretty? It's very pretty. So I ordered the hard copy. So I hope I don't have the same issue. I hope I can get through this book. The reason why I ordered the hard copies, if you guys can please go check out the other video, um, the TBR video, and then you'll see why I purchased this hard copy. But yeah, I want to read that because it seems so interesting. So February, I only made it through. I think I started. Let's see. In February, I started the Shut Up. I think that's when Shut Up and Write the book, but I didn't really complete it. So, and then I just got off. See, it says I started here I started it February 5th. And then I thought I was going to be able to finish, and it just didn't work out. So I will let you know when I finish, and I'll do notes. I think I will. I'm not going to go back and put the notes here. I don't think I'm sort of thinking how I'm going to do this since I messed up my process in my book, because I have to keep pushing. And some of these books I will have to read in the latter months. So I'm thinking that at first I wasn't going to go back and do all of the here, but I think I will. I'm going to have to that way because I won't have enough room to do it, in the upcoming months, because I had already, when I constructed this, I set particular amount of pages for the cover, the drawing that I wanted to do, plus notes. See, so I did that. So this would have been for this book, the drawings, the sketches, and notes. That would have been for Shut Up and Write the Book. Then this one would have been for the Harlem Shuffle by Colson Whitehead. This would have been for the sketches and books. So even though this was in February, and I did not finish these books in February, um, I still have to go back and utilize these pages, or else it's really going to mess up my system. All right, so guys, so this book I read it. Attention, this one it didn't make it in February, so this one was in March. See, March 23rd is when I finished it at 2:25 a.m. So that was pretty much a good book. It was like for organization and productivity, really, really informative. So I just have to go back and put some notes. I actually made notes in my notes on my electronic phone. So yeah, that the whole thing is I'm supposed to be putting notes here, and I did it in the electronic form, and now I have to go and carry them over and log it here. And then, as you can see, I didn't do any other books here. Yeah, so February was a bleak. So that's why I'm saying, so here is my March page. That's why I'm saying I had to carry over some of the books over here. So this is my March setup page. And the quote that I have for March is, nobody's people know the price. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't say nobody's. Nowadays, people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. And that's by Oscar Wilde. All right. I just like that quote. And so these were the books that I had chosen to read in March. So, How to Own Your Own Mind by Napoleon Hill, The Fiction Formula by Sean Platt and Johnny Truant, Church Boys 2, When Things Go Wrong by H. Fowler, and The Dust Bowl Orphans by Suzette D. Harrison. And so I had left this room blank down here in case I could fit another book in. But let me tell you, March, these books did not get, I think I started this one in March, The Fiction Formula. And look, I didn't finish until May 4th. Not because it was not good or it was excellent, excellent book. It was just because I had so much going on. You guys, yeah, I'm wrapping up some things. I'm getting a lot of stuff together because I got some big things else coming up in my personal life and in the business. So I was just all over the place. So I did finish How to Own Your Own Mind by Napoleon Hill. I really love this book. I love his books that come from his foundation. His because I read another book that he had that was called How to Outwit the Devil, something to that effect. But these books, I mean, I and Napoleon Hill, he did a lot of interviewing of like Carnegie Hall, Ford, all of those men of the past, that helped build America. I mean, their thinking was just like on point. They were just, I just love it. It's like still all relevant for today. So I think mostly all these books that come about today with productivity, self help, blah, blah, blah. is based on, I mean, these men have the same thought patterns from year after year. So it just gets like recycled and maybe, updated for times. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Don't quote me on it. All right, guys. Okay, so let's see. So I finished that one. I finished the fiction formula. Loved it. Finished it May 4th. Um, right here, I'm currently reading. Now, this is for March. So you see what I had to do. Honey, I'll tell you after this. So I'm currently reading Church Boys 2, When Things Go Wrong. I'm almost done. I have a little bit more. That book, oh my gosh, this is a 6-book series. I read book 1 towards the end of last year or sometime. Oh my gosh. You guys, this guy is so great the way he weaves the stories. And those are the type of stories that I aspire to write, and the way he connects them and the characters, and just the realization of them. Oh, the realism is so cool. And then the Dust Bowl Orphans, I haven't even started reading that one. So once I finish this one, then I'll read that one. And I think I'm going to try to add this one in for this month. So right now I'm on track for this month for May, but I know these were from March. I'm doing it, guys. I can do it. So, and then I just have to do the notes. Like I said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to probably use stickers. Let's see, I have these stickers, something like this. I'll probably use stickers, and I'll probably use magazines and things. I won't be too detailed because that'll just slow me down. All right, so here we go, guys. April. This is a little setup for April. A quote didn't make it on the page for April. And then over here, books to read. As you can see, it is so blank. Just actually, I put up here finished. I put books actually read because I was going to write them there. April was a bust. I did not get any. I don't think I read any. I didn't start any books or finish any books in April. And I had carried this book over, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And let me see what this says. Yeah. I had carried that one over from like February. So it still didn't get read. So I'm going to still have to carry it over because I didn't read any in April at all. So this all of these pages, I'm just not going to put anything here. I don't think I finished any books in April. So yeah. All right. So and then after that, of course, I have May. So if you guys can see, I started. Here's my page for May. I put a little sticker for the quote, and then I moved all of those books. This one I will show more on. I'm gonna do books that I'm gonna read in May and June. I'll try to do that Friday. So yeah, I had. So I finished this one, and then I'm reading this, and then I'll put these two. Yeah, see, I have the Davenports written in. It's in pencil. You probably can't really see it because I wasn't quite sure. And then I did put the compound effect, so I'll try to squeeze that one in. But right now, so I'll do more of this on Friday, and then I'll show you guys what I'm going to be reading for June. Whew, guys, I have to do double time now. Initially, I supposed to read like a book a week. That's the whole thing to do so I could get the 52 books in for the year. But I lost it after January. I don't know. Ooh. So February, March, and April was not that great. Yeah. So anyway, so and then in the back here where I do all of my other, oh, I can give you guys some of the movies that I read. I forgot I didn't do that part. Okay, so here are, let me give you so far what I have put in here. So the stats, I haven't filled in everything. My key, so if you guys have seen the key, here's the different colors. So I haven't put all of these in, so some need to be added. So far I've read 4 books from Audible. So far, I've read, I think, 2 books from Chirps. You have to fill it in. Kindle, that book that I'm reading now, Church Boys 2 is the Kindle. Okay, and then there's just more stats. All right, and here's some of the books that I purchased. I purchased all of these books in January. Church Boys 2, My Name is Ona Judd, The Spo Orphans, The Davenports, 12-Week Year. I bought all of those this year. February, I bought The Power of Writing It Down. See, I need to go back and read that one. I won that one free with a $10 award from Audible. Yoo-hoo! And then The Compound Effect, I bought this year. Yeah, and then so far that's all. I think for March, April, May, I don't think I've purchased any more books. I'll let you guys know. And so here are the books that I'm supposed to be writing down, the books I've read. So I'm way over here in May. So obviously, I just told you April was nothing here. I don't think I had any in March, but I did read maybe 1 or 2 in February. So what I'm going to do, if I started them in a particular month and didn't finish, I don't think I'm going to put it here, because last time in my other reading journal, I was like, I had a little different setup. So I was putting half of a square and stuff, and that sort of got complicated. So I think I'm just going to, whatever, if I actually finished it in that month, boom, that's what I'm only going to put. And then, so this looks cool right here. So that's for January. Let's see, why did I put it down? Where it's like that. Okay. So that was January. Okay, so it's showing that I read 5 books in January. So I'm just going to put the actual books that I read in all the way up to here. All right, and then so the rest of these months, May all the way through December, should be, down here, because I have to play double time or triple time to get caught up. Okay. All right. And so, oh, and here's my ABC order. I don't know if I showed you guys all of this. So I got this idea from someone else on their reading journal, and I thought it was cute. So plus I was trying to use some of my sticker stuff that I had. So I just put all the alphabet A through Z. And so the books that start, like this one starts A River in Darkness. So I used the A for A River, and then this Church Boys 2 it there, Dust Bowl. So some of the books that I read start with the letter A or I. So I don't know, I might have to use the second, like this one says, the light we carry. So if it just says light we carry, I could use it, of course, under the L. Or if I have too many, if I read a book and it has the at the beginning, but I could use it somewhere else, I'm gonna use the second word and put it there. Or else won't get this thing filled up, you guys. And I don't think that's cheating. And then back here, so far, my favorite books is How to Own Your Own Mind by Napoleon Hill. Read It Again, Sam, that's what I put. The 12-week year, I need to really learn that method, as I keep saying. And then I put How to Own Your Own Mind. I can listen to that one again. And then I didn't see that coming. And I put 1001 by Tiana. Now that isn't a book, it's a movie. So let me get back here. So here's the section of my reading where I do articles, theater, podcasts, different things. So I'm going to show you guys all the movies. That's probably why I've been getting a great reading in. I've been watching movies now. Okay, so my first movie I watched I rented. It was January 4th and the 5th. It was Downton Abbey. Oh my gosh, you guys. I had tried to start watching that years ago when it first came out. That was like 2010 or 09 or something. I don't remember. And I tried watching it, and I just didn't get into it. I had other things going on, but I binge watched the whole series of Downton Abbey last year. Epic. And then so I rented this. This one was on Prime. It was the motion picture. I loved it. 124 minutes. Okay. And that was my first movie stream of 2023. Then I got this one. Also was on Prime because I think Prime gave me a free something I could watch free movies. And so I tried to watch as many as I could. So this one was the New Era. Oh my, I loved it, you guys. Loved it. Then here's a podcast by Kate and Abby Show. I love their podcast. How to accomplish your writing goals. And I did that January 1st. And then here's a documentary I went on the 5th, West by Orphan Train. Oh my gosh, that was so informative, so something is part of our history that they say that we don't really talk about. All right, so you guys can check that out. It was on Prime, um, but I'm sure you can probably get it anywhere. West by Orphan Train. It's a documentary from 2014, 57 minutes. And then I watched this one called Emily's Story. Oh, well, that's what the documentary was about. It was about her story and the person that was following her and helped her and her family and how her outcome was. And then on the 5th of January, I watched Bridesmaid. It was hilarious. I had been hearing about it and I had never watched it, but I thought it was funny, crazy. Just she was a mess. Then here's another podcast by Kate and Abby. Stop procrastinating and write the book of your dreams. Obviously, I still haven't gotten them figured a way out and pushed myself to get that done. But I did this January 16th. Then I went to the movies to see House Party. Then that was with Cinemark. Then Cinemark, I saw the movie Megan with that the mechanical robot. Crazy. And then Netflix, I watch Enough with Jennifer Lopez. Oh, loved it. Oh, speaking of Jennifer Lopez, I just watched the movie last night called The Mother. Awesome. All right. And then The Walking Dead, I watched the whole series. Season, well, let's see. Yeah. So season 11, I watched because I think I had watched, I watched the entire season 11 for The Walking Dead. And then on Netflix, I Could Do Battle by Myself, Tyler Perry. Then YouTube, No Ordinary Love. That was really beautiful, really nice of a minister and his wife and how they get along and how they keep the sparks in their marriage. And then In the Dark, you guys, if you want to watch something, oh my, that's different. That's it's just mind boggling to teach you something. Uh, Check this out on Netflix. In the Dark. Yes. And I watched it. It was 4 seasons. I watched it. Took me like about a week. I think it says here I started February 24th and I finished. I just put March. I don't know. Remember the actual date. And then Tyler Perry's Diary of a Mad Black Woman. And then I watched Christina Aguilera's Burlesque. I watched it 2 times because I remember when the music and everything came out for this movie, but I never watched the movie. I loved it, loved it, loved it. It was it's a good go and get it, live your dreams movie. I love it. And then I like the friendship and everything. And yeah, and Cher is just beautiful. Okay, and then I watched. This was the one, 1001, that I said I would. Didn't see it coming. I did not see that ending coming. I saw that April 7th. So yeah, I have a video when I celebrated my birthday with my friends after we had our brunch. Then I went and watched that. Then on the 29th, you guys, I went to them and saw Boney James, the Detour concert. Yes, on April 29th. So, yeah, so I brought you guys up to speed. That's what I've been watching, and that's what I have been reading. And this concert was so awesome. I really enjoyed myself. Oh my gosh, that it was a he hit the ground running. Bonnie James, he's a award-winning jazz instrumental jazz player. He plays the saxophones, and he was playing a couple other things, I believe. I don't. It was just nice. His band played and showed did a little spotlight. It was epic. I really enjoyed it. So it was an hour and a half of just music that that's one of my faves. If a lot of you don't know, of course I love gospel, jazz, and every other type of music, pretty much, especially if it has just good music and a good vibing message or interesting, thought-provoking message. I consider myself eclectic, and that just means I just love all types of music. I probably got that from my mom. My mom was a music buff. She loved listening to all types of music. All right, guys. So that is a little flip through for January through April. I have to get on it, obviously, and get some more reading in. So I'm working on it. I'm doing the best I can right now. I'm still going through, dealing with some things, how we got to do in life, but I have to keep pushing and yeah, and get everything together. And my main thing I have to really get back is to writing. And some mornings I get up and I do a little bit of editing. Well, I'm still editing and then I'll get to the writing. But I do it with in the morning, like what is she's called? Bring a Blanket. That's with Emma Bennett. Yeah, so she's on like early, like she's in the UK, but I think she comes on in my time like 7 a.m. and a couple of other people. So when I can get up on time and get things rolling in the morning, I do check in with them and I get a little bit done. I keep my stuff right down here in my little packet. Yeah, so I can get it done. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Let me make sure I have my little list right here. Let's see. Yeah, I thought about doing a what do you call it? A reaction to the video the TBR that I posted back in February. I was gonna, but that would have taken me a minute to try to figure out how to bring the video up on StreamYard and do the double take things. I'll get to it. I would love to do one of those. Yeah, reaction to any one of my videos. That should be fun. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to check out the other videos that I mentioned. I will put them down in the description box. And if you guys come by, I appreciate when you come by to if you're going to watch my video or whatever, to please just leave a comment and a like. That would really help me out and help Miss Algorithm so she'll stop having the attitudes towards me. No, it's not just towards me. It's like, yeah, I think I'm still work on trying to get the right what do you call those tags and all of that to put on my videos so that they will, catch some traction. But anyway, I just appreciate all of you stopping by, all of you that do come by and take the time and watch. And I would love if you could watch it to the end. And I appreciate your comments and your likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you today. Go check out those other videos. I will see you guys next time. Later, Gators.